Hello, 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 hello. Oops, let me just try to. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. I'm trying to fix my phone. So I am here with the project share. This is for Rosa Kelly Scrapbooking. That's her YouTube channel. She did a challenge or a swap for you had to make it was for Prima Dow tags. And so I'm gonna show you what I used and I'm gonna show you what I created. So I used this paper from Hobby Lobby when they had that four for a dollar or something like that, four for a dollar sheets, and this is what I have left. So I did get this sheets here, two of these, and then I got two of these Christmas and pumpkins and stuff sheet. I also used some of this pumpkin spice for recollections. I think I got this. It was a hot buy last year at Michael's. So I did use that. This is the Prima dowel that I used. Audrey. I did use Audrey. And so I got this tag in. I used this large tag right here. It wasn't my original idea, but that's what I ended up using, this large tag. I used some of these spellbinders dies here. I used this pumpkin die. These are some smaller pumpkins I used. I used this cottage cut dog puppy. This purse die. I used this. These are some handmade stamps that I used. I think I used this pumpkin die here in this package. I used this eat, drink, and be thankful stamp right here. And I think I used thank you for swapping with me stamp out of here. Also used this fall stamp. And I used this Stampin' Up! From 2004. It's a pumpkin and low boy stamp. I know I used these two punches that I just got from Hobby Lobby when they just had that clearance. Loving them. I gotta find a leaf that's smaller than this one. I like the size of this one, but if I can find something smaller, it'd be easy for me to cut little leaves for the embellishments. So I'm on the lookout for that. So let me sit all this to the side and show you what I created. Sit this here. And these are my packages. I had to make 5. So these are them. Just put 4 to the side. So this is how it would come packaged. Now this box right here I actually made myself, and at the end of this tutorial I made a tutorial on how I made one of the boxes. So I'm gonna add it to the end of this video section or whatever you want to do, but I'm adding to the end on how to make this box. So I did make this box, and you can see where I put that stamp there. Got that pumpkin, the leaf, and then that word fall, and it's just plain on the back right there. So then this is my tag. Let me take this. I just also did some of these clothespin. I just put some of the paper on there just to hold this 3x3 card. And I just stamped out a leaf. Well, I punched out a leaf with that punch and used some of the paper that I had left over. And this is the little 3x3. Thank you for swapping with me. And just a little note in there, you know, saying thank you type thing in there. And this is my tag. So I got my Prima girl right here. Hopefully you can see I stamped her out on some blue paper from that pumpkin spice paper. I stamped it on there, and then I also did this orange layer right here. There's that purse, and I didn't glue it down because I just wanted to be a little interactive little purse right there. Let's see, down here is where you see that pumpkin right there, and this is where I have the dog. Little puppy. I have some leaves and some the pumpkins in there, and also these acorns down at the bottom. And you can see that paper in the back where I used that. This is where I use that stamp, eat, drink, and be thankful. And this is stamped in like a dark blue color. It's a Stampin' Up. I don't think I got it. Maybe it's this one. The Stampin' Up Distress ink, the chip sapphire is the one I use for that. And then over here, of course, I have some flowers right there. So, and then this is popped up on foam dots to give it some dimension on the on that pumpkin. Then I just had that bling right there. So that is my tag, and then it's just the back of it. I use that paper. So originally I was going to make a This was going to be my tag, and I wanted this for the back right here. But then I got this one, and I liked this better, so I just used this as a base to make it, make my card more sturdier. So it still worked out. And then this is just some leaves I punched out and put created just for you by, and I put Paulette Scrappy Tape. And that is my tag. And this right there. Put it in here, and this is how I have them packaged up. So hopefully everyone will like what I created. Let me get that down in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this mailed out. I'll put a link down below to Rosa's channel. You can go check her out and see all the awesome items she creates over there. And like I said, at the end of this, I will have the tutorial on how to make this box. Because this box, I needed it to be 5 1/4 by 9. And so that's the measurement. And then also, as far as cutting out that acetate window right there. Alrighty. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Alright, so here's my quick little video on how to make the box for the Prima Doll tag that I showed you. So your piece of paper is going to measure 11 by 12. And this is my little diagram of how I got this done. So you're going to cut your paper to 11 by 12. On your scoreboard, on the 12-inch side, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 5 3/4 inch, 6 1/4 inch, and then 11 1/2. I'm going to try to remember to put this in the comments. So that's 1/2 inch, 5 3/4, 6 1/4, 11 1/2. On the 11-inch side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch and 1 inch, and then at 10 and 10 1/2, or like I do, I flip it around, 1/2 inch, inch, whatever works best for you. Okay, so let's put that up under there because I've already scored mine. Now, on mine, you can see I have the cutout right there. I wanted to use my We Are Memories Keepers frame thing, but somehow I misplaced the little cutting blade. Anyway, I'm sure y'all don't care about that. So I'm gonna turn it on to the side, not the bumpy side, but the indented side. Okay, so I don't need that. So I know I want my border to be 1 inch all the way around. So I took this and this, and so then on my box, I knew that I wanted my box to close, this to be on this side. And I also knew that I wanted my front to close to the back, and then my front, the top of the box to be able to open in the front. Like this, I know I want this to open up here and it to close in the back on the bottom. So, like this. It's pretty much how I picture it. So this is my front, is what I'm trying to get at. Okay. Am I doing that right? Yep. So this is my front. So I know I wanted to do 1 inch all the way around as far as for the frame go. So I knew this little part right here was 1/2 inch, and this ruler is 1.5 inches. So I just put this on the edge right there, and then I went from score line to score line, just right there, because then I know that's 1 inch from my score line right there. On the bottom, this is, 1/2 inch and 1 inch, so I know that's 1 inch. So I'm just covering up that second 1/2 inch. So I'm going into this first 1/2 inch score line right there, because then I know above it is my it's covering up that 1/2 inch, and I got 1 inch. So I do like that. I'm gonna come over here, got my 1/2 inch again. Gonna go ahead on and line that up. Go up here to this score line, and then I'm gonna do this the same as I did the bottom. I know this is 1 inch right here because that's 1/2 inch, and that's 1 inch. I'm gonna cover up this second 1/2 inch, cause then I know what's left on the other side is my inch. Now, everybody do things differently. As long as you get what you want, then it's all good. That's how it works in my mind. Everybody's minds work differently. So however it works for you, and that's what it is. That's what crafting is People show you what to do, you figure it out to make it work for you. So there I have my inch all the way around here in the middle. Set. Of course, if you got a die, you can just throw a die right there in the middle, cut it out, some cute little shape or something. I didn't do that. Just kept it simple because my thing is clean and simple. Put this on here. I could use my scoreboard. Once again, I chose not to. Just going to use this. Because trying to get, you know, all this up under there, even it out. And I'm just going to cut this box out in the middle here. And that's all I do. So if you bear with me here for a quick second. Of course, I did not come up with this box. Now, I came up with the measurements to get it to where I needed it, you know, to be. Which is I wanted it to be 5 1/4 by 9. Is how tall I wanted my box to be. So I just figured out the measurements to get it to 5 1/4 by 9. And so there we have it. That's my little box right there. And so at this point, just to make it even, just get my score tape, I went on and put this on there. Get it ready for my little acetate window thing over here. So I don't need this. Let me move this out the way. And like I say, this box is going to measure 4 1/4 by 9. Is the measurements I needed for my Prima house. And that's just because of the way y'all saw I had the pumpkin and the girl hanging off the tag itself. Alright, so that's that. Got that on there. Okay, so this is how my box is. The front and this is the back. Now, like I said, everybody do stuff differently. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score on all my score lines. Get my bone folder. Just clean up a little bit here. Right there, I'm going to need that. Not going to need this. Let's move that out of the way. Score. Like so. And this last one over here. Get these sides done. Well, not the sides, really, the bottom and top. And I apologize if I'm going too fast. It's just a quick tutorial. I mean, if you pretty much got the gist of it, I mean, you can make, you know, any size box, I guess you can say. But I would just mostly want to give you the measurement if you wanted a 4 1/4 by 9 inch box. Okay? So then we have everything scored. So, the way my mind works, this is how I got to do it. I know I'm going to cut up all these little, you know, on the, from the 11 inch side, how we did that, well, this is the 11 inch side. That 1/2 inch and that 1 inch. I don't know if you can see those score lines, but I'm pretty much just cutting up the score line. And I'm going to go from there. I'll do that all on all. I will say all 4 sides, but it's not all 4 sides. Just those 2. So that's what we have right there. Now, like I said, I want this to do like this. So I need this front part, but I don't need the back part. And at the top, I don't need the front part because I'm using the back part, right? So I'm going to open this back up like so. And look at what we have here. So I know I need this front. So I'm cutting off this back. I'm going to cut off these 2. And I'm going to cut this long piece off right here. I already know, I'm in the trash can right there, that I don't need none of these 1/2 inch little pieces right here. So I'm going to take them off, and that's what I have for the bottom. I'm going to turn it around, pretty much do the opposite side because I need this part because I wanted to close in the front, right? So I'm going to remove it on this side. That little 1/2 inch. We're going to cut this off right here. Just like we did the bottom, just the opposite side pretty much. Like so. I know I don't need this little top part on either side. And there we have it. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead on and taper these little sides right here so my box will close easier. Get that out the way. And like I say, if you craft, then all this is not new to you. It is not new to you. So that's that. Let's come down here. That's one thing I don't like about this particular paper. You see it, the core is white. So I don't like it. Anyway, so let me clean up my mess really quick. Clean. All right, so I know this is going over here, so let's go ahead on and put some score tape here. All right, make sure. Yep. So score tape gonna go on this because it's gonna be closed like this. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on here now. And I actually want it on this edge over here, like so. Up to that score line. Now I know this is going to be closed. I wanted to, you know, take glue down there, or be taped down there, whatever you want to say. So I'm gonna put tape here, like so. And then I usually do glue, but I'm just gonna go ahead on and stick pieces of tape right there. Okay, so we pretty much got all that ready. Let's go ahead on and put our acetate window on here. Make sure this is stuck down. Get this. Try to get this tape up. And I'm not worried about the lines in there, of course, because you're not going to be able to see that. Alrighty. This last one. Right here. Maybe. Don't want to be separated from his partner. Okay. There we have it. And this piece of acetate, or this clear window right here, I believe I cut this to 3.5 by, yep, so 3.5 I think by 7.5. Calculations are correct. So this is 3.5 by 7.5. Piece of acetate that I'm going to stick right there. I really don't care how it looks in the inside because it's going to be closed up. So there we have it. Acetate on there. We got our sticky tape. I'm gonna go ahead on and put the box together. Take this off, line it up. Let me just get out of camera right here. I'm not sure if I'm in camera, but just to cut a little bit off of there. Get this lined up the way I need it to be lined up, and then I'm gonna go ahead on and hopefully y'all can see up there. Line that up right there. Make sure it's good and stuck down. There we have it. Okay, so then we're going to stick this in here. So let's go ahead and take this off. Like so. And this. Put those down. Throw that away. Okay, and let me put these down because it's easier, because then this don't get all bent up. So this is the front, and that's how that one's gonna go. So this is the back. Just put those in, and then stick that down in there, like so. Now, I know it's not sticking, so I usually, let me get my, and that's the only thing. It helps me at that, but I need to get this to get down in there. Make sure that's stuck down. Not liking the way that's sitting, so I'm gonna come in here. See, make sure y'all can see what's going on here. I'm gonna take this back off. Yeah, I do got some undo back there, but I'm just gonna do this here. Easy enough. Easy enough. Take it back out. I'm not liking how this is sitting. So we need this to be on there. Let's just do it like that. Then we're going to take this one, put it on there. How come when you're doing stuff on video, of course, everything almost like you don't know what you're doing and struggling? You on a struggle bus. Let's see here. Okay. And there we have it. So then I'm going to take my tag, stick it in there like so. Maybe. Okay. Close it up. And there we have it. And then, just like the other ones, I will go ahead on and put my little embellishments on there. And there we have it. The tutorial for the box. Thanks for watching.